said throughout last week, na nkrofo catch me say melodies. What in somewhere Reverend Owusu Bempah sisi a waba abonti a waba beka afa President Akufo Addo ho me say ensembeng osi o sisi ade osi Akufo Addo aya ade me say o dabi mentie na menye sure say Reverend Owusu Bempah beka sa osi waba abonti aba beka me say yes same Reverend Owusu Bempah na nsin obo President Akufo Addo echi ya Reverend Owusu Bempah na nsin ya no obo Akufo Addo echi say President Akufo Addo sebe senia Ghana editu mi no man no enye saa na chese oye no wakwakoda ne so oyusu so as an example so no aye de wope isi a wama Ghana for bre wembu o man ni ye wanya ade na de ndie ya Reverend Owusu Bempah mo se ane na mse dabi ma me hwese indeed Reverend Owusu Bempah akasa na etiefo eno na story no eda screen enimi. Ose Akufo Addo has done extremely well. Reverend Owusu Bempah sings new tune after mending relationship. Into the same Reverend Owusu Bempah this year, or Catherine say President Akufo Addo wanya de ni so ade hunu anya medema na enye no baba ye na odi nyame echi oba na waba be din krofo bi echi masisi ano nyame nse free ne so no. The same Reverend Owusu Bempah Catherine Ghana for say President Akufo Addo waya de pan. Reverend Owusu Bempah maeti asiye se na nse ne nko President Akufo Addo hobium na emesre se Reverend Owusu Bempah papa na ni efi obetena se ne yaye ne saade yi during President Akufo Addo's tenure ni emfi o ni ema okwan ma won ba papa ne ho oba be complain ye ba be complain who complain yes and still emfi o. And then you do election year. Yama okwan ema waba papa ne ho. Yama ende oni papa na ka bum ebium. Inti ende wa hya ase singing the praises. And Reverend Owusu Bempah senior ne nie fie dui. He's not realizing say ni na for the upcoming elections. But no problem. Yankin kan Reverend Owusu Bempah se mo kan na me de eya na nsem bi se no eba. Minim de eya na nipa pese o tre. But eya wow reputation. And I will say, because now people will see said that be also we a prophet of God. Now so we dilly darling, and they will can we or china no wababe can we. You see, a yes and a semi abekin be an ayana nipa enji wundi because in himself oh dear, you be our ties sawano. Yankin kind. Also, Reverend Owusu Bempah, the founder and leader of the Glorious Word Power Ministries, has extolled the Nana Addo Akufo Addo administration as one of the best in the history of the country. It is here Reverend Owusu Bempah se mo no. Say Akufo Addo amemu no ye kan Ghana ni na amemu a eye papa pa e wo Ghana President Akufo na amemu we. Hey, engrofo de omo interest ene bo ejuma wo krom ha o. Engrofo de omo interest bo ejuma o. Hey, according to him, President Akufo Addo and his vice, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, have worked tirelessly to put the country on the path of development and deserve plaudits for steering the country in what he views to be the right direction. So say President Akufo Addo and in abedi etri Bawumia, omo enatre se omo ayade Omaya dear pan baby a Ghana was a corner one year co until was a Ghana for bo or more basso. As speaking in an OK FM interview, Reverend Owusu Bempah noted that posterity will judge Akufo Addo and Bawumia as two of the country's most outstanding leaders who invested heavily in the development of the country, particularly the road sector. Reverend Owusu Bempah urged Ghanaians not to blame the president and his vice for hardship being experienced, as it is due to factors beyond the capabilities of the government. Tender the Reverend Owusu Bempah na Catherine Ghana for say, my blame President Akufo Addo for omani mu din aye den no na nyama bi na esi a nyama no eni President Akufo Addo ne Bawumia nsa no nyama na esi no na ma Ghana aye den nti my blame President Akufo Addo ne Bawumia. The Reverend Owusu Bempah na catch Ghana for sir. He argued that the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war, which in his view have stampeded the economic progress of the country, are exogenous factors that cannot be mitigated by the government of Ghana. It's just like any other political commentator, no, COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war. No, Reverend Owusu Bempah is also telling us the same thing. Say COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war and Ghana force na ade bia bronika se bibi exogenous and naturally say free abonten and aba. Enti no my blame President Akufo Addo ne baumia. As Reverend Owusu Bempah claimed to have knowledge of the economic situation in the United Kingdom and the United States of America, stating that residents of the two powerful nations are also grappling with economic turmoil. As Akufo Addo has really worked hard for Ghana. You look at the road projects his government has undertaken in the history of the country, the government of Nana Addo and Bawumia will be remembered as one of the best. They have really worked hard and deserve commendations. People complain about hardship in the country, but Ghana isn't the only country experiencing hardships. I have friends in the UK who complain about hardship. Things that used to sell for £20 in the UK are now being sold for £80. UK residents can't even buy fuel. An elder of my church went to the US and upon arrival, he said a lot of companies are closing down in the US. Times are hard everywhere because of the Russia-Ukraine war and COVID-19. It will be unfair for people to blame the government for the hardships. The hardship is everywhere, so people should understand, he said. And the Reverend Owusu Bempah catch and say, Oba ni na sorry or can't send the elders be cry or wha. And the say COVID-19 ninti omoko UK ni nyamakra na omo hu ne say UK ye close shops be and then send baby. In some Reverend Owusu Bempah catch Ghana for endeni. No problem. I say in the same interview, Reverend Owusu Bempah professed knowledge of the winner of the 2024 elections as it has been revealed to him by God. I say, I am supporting Trump with prayers. I want Trump to win and I'm supporting him in prayers. I have not prophesied that he is going to win. But as for Ghana, I am working and I have finished working on it and it will happen. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can change it. As a Reverend Owusu Bempah also disclosed that his hitherto fruitful relationship with Akufo Addo exists no more as they have resolved their differences. He stated that at some point he harbored some bitterness towards the president, but following some interventions by key persons, he has buried the hatchet and is now in a good relationship with President Akufo Addo. Now, in this interview, all I'm seeing is a prophet of God or a reverend minister or a man showing us a side of him. Yanhwe ni ya ebema nkrofo de agina so e de akaseti a Kristo sum. Just say emra na Reverend Owusu Bempah on the President Akufo Addo enya asem no. That time he saw nothing wrong. That time he saw everything wrong with President Akufo Addo na memu. Because that time no ni enya asem. And so he saw everything wrong with Akufo Addo amemu no. He came out and told Ghanaians, Akufo Addo kase obeye se wanye, o kase obeye se wanye, se ni wanye. Nyamin chese nyamen ka ne hu biom, se ne nyame ka ne hu se nyamen ka ne hu biom, se ni. That time he was having problems with President Akufo Addo into hu bone se ne na oman ne ko, se ne oman ne mu ayedin, hu ni na kan. Now so when on the President Akufo Addo abomu bio ne ntino. And the Reverend Owusu Bempah catcher say uko UK krana enyama boa ye den bibia ne yanke ye ton 20 and ye ton 80. Sebe me pese me bisa Reverend Owusu Bempah say UK for no sebe omo ye pensioners a wo mo invest in bonds was our money no and then yaji musika in the name of debt exchange ana. The person me bisa Reverend Owusu Bempah. Say UK hona walk no. And then brewafo a wo mo abre. You see, I bibia won en wonya mensem. In the name of ye personal gain inti. Ye beka no kware no yesi ye nka. In the name of your personal gain no. Ye beka no kware no yesi ye nka. Ni yete ho ena ane ewo ene wayade and we are seeing the things happening in this country. Yen kwaso ane enye de beye. Why? Yen kwaso a yen Christopher na nanke wo se ye ka no kware ne kire ni bakron se asumesi de wo ka se wo beye nini obenten de wo ka se wo beye nini ende wo baaye enye ne na wo ye ende wo baaye de wo ye ni dabi. Oh wayade wabomoden. But when you nipa ko nya asem we ho na ehu ni se dabi nipa ko ne kro ka so be ya ade ebu wintumi anye na tese nipa ko nya ade enne de ke ni nya asem de a yehu ka. You see how the Reverend Owusu Bempah is letting politicians manipulate him. Inti enda ye koto aba na se be politician be na wasai. Politician be na wejimi. Obviously, only when you say no, what say waba be can sem e wo social media fan ho a ye kwato aba no obe make sure say onu be baba be free obe make sure say obeba na waba be settle issue no tiende woni wo settle issue no we are right on track. You are now going on radio stations and you are speaking for him. Na ya na enyama bi say si a question ya na me pese me bisa say, how do these people respect their church members? Because Melodies amiti he say me yosofo na me bu me church members are. I'll be very careful in some of the things I say. This is not the first time a Reverend Owusu Bempah can be awasesa na no. This is not the first time a Reverend Owusu Bempah wakan bibi awasesa na no. Into me Melodies amiti here, I know Reverend Owusu Bempah for this behavior. I know him for this behavior. Me say embre bi abranti a efe no Avram Bemoshe mo de asemu a making go and check. Abranti a efe no Avram Bemoshe ba be kan sem efa Yesu Kristo ho. Ene Yesu Kristo ne kra no wamba na so ba e kra na se ni se ensemu anaka ye ni na nsofo ne obi aye ni na ye nim efa Yesu Kristo ho no. Abranti ne ba be dane no e be ka se ne sa neti. Reverend Owusu Bempah as a man of God, confirm me me kai pan wo Kofi TV. Say Abrante ne nsem a wo kan fa Yesu Kristo hu no eye no kware. People were shocked in this country say, "Hey! Osofo ena obi a enkrofo elebo no as antichrist. Obi a won pe Christ asem. No wo kan nsem no wo tre say Yesu Kristo kra wa ma metena se ene Yesu kra wa nye se Yesu kra ade a ye na ye nim se Yesu ye Abrante ye ba se Yesu onye sa ade no. Reverend Owusu Bempah tena Kofi TV say Abrante ne nsem wo kan no kware wom. Ghana for sure say wo mo bo Reverend Owusu Bempah chi e bo ne pressure criticizing na e hona fast Reverend Owusu Bempah sesa na no e hona me hu say dabi. You see, but I want people to understand this. I don't know any day. Me, I am not going to doubt. Say Reverend Owusu Bempah. Eye adomo e wone so. Efri nyame ho. Because I've heard a lot of people say that about. I've heard a lot of people contend. Okay, but I want to tell you something about men of God. Adom ne de. Me de minim se efri nyame ho. But me susu se efri nyame ho. Reverend Owusu Bempah adoma wo de ye adwuma no. Me susu se efri nyame ho. But one thing about men of God, okay, and they say before that they were men. And then they are not a young here. We need to understand that these men of God, they were men. Most often, answer na womo eba besatra na suban bi e womo so. Answer na osofo bia besatra ba bedane osofo no. They have personal trait omu suban bi a e womo so. Now most often no, most of them no, they are not able to deal with say suban no. Inti say gift no, e sha say e show na bra abomu a. Obon say o moving on in life, o moving on in life, o moving on in life no. Na say suban fi na ewo ni mu no, na ogusua danedi. But most of no, na most of them don't know. Say na enam say suban fi na eti omumu na wo ntumi ndili we say suban fi no. Eno ene so mo ba beda ne nsofo ekuku dam a ene na etai bo mo ase. And I'm speaking this way because I've seen it a lot with my eyes. Mehu. I know people, I've seen people just say omo ejina wenim no mo trewa obeka say yes we de nyankopon na mane nyansa ni tumi a wo tre nipa bibi. Likewise, I've seen these same people. Answer no beda ne nsofo no mo pemba. Answer no beda ne nsofo no mo pemba. Tumi ne ba wo mo so ne gifts ne sha say a show in their lives no. They weren't able to deal with say subai no. At the end of the day, obeda ne osofo a oba beji din no, still be say underground no na embasem no koso. Ubo sa fe o na asore mane deda. You see, most of it no, that is how they omon sorry no e sha say egu. Oni asore mane deda, no ni omo deda. Inti asore ba we be hu ne say oni we nso da na ba beda ne big scandal e wa asore nim. Ubo ni say we he's not a true man of God. That you. It could be say just say to me now what the age man nyame na de man de na so no ani suban bia na nke wo say o dealing with no. And me tina he metumi atro say I can predict say Reverend Owusu Bempah obehu ne say ebia ansa no be na ne osofo no na suban bia edi ni mu say ebia na no kware kan ye ne den. I am predicting. I'm not saying say sa not it. I am predicting, I'm alleging. Say, obi any Reverend Owusu Bempah ne past, answer no better than sofo. Na ne bako ne ba be katre Ghana for say, sa papa yi, answer no better than sofo no. No you be a no krare kaya ne din me enye me wanwa. Enye me wanwa, but send make no. It doesn't mean that he's not a true man of God. Internet ya na make say, people need to know. So woman sofo ni omuwe no omunso ye nipa. Sa mun insofo ni we a munhu omo say nyame no omunso ye nipa. And what Reverend Owusu Bempah is doing right now, it's even showing you. And then the President Akufo Addo aya there. The same Reverend Owusu Bempah be catch and say President Akufo Addo wa magana for obre no, and then they say President Akufo Addo aya there. Yate papa. That's it. Don't try to comment box ni mo. But that's it.